The site plan is the foundation, not just for the developer's financial model, but for the sustainability of the city. The land survey is the foundation for the site plan. This survey plat was converted from an AutoCAD original file. Note the boundary is a different color after being converted to Performance Planning System. Snapping to a green line, you will see at the upper right corner of the display the bearing and the distance, as well as the layer. The large lettering is easy on the eyes. Unlike CAD or GIS-based systems that create a different database for the geometry, in PPS, the drawing and the geometry is a single data structure, greatly reducing the chances of introducing drawing-based errors and simplifying its use. Because the geometry and the drawing is a singular structure, we can do some really cool things. The boundary is on layer 0. We can snap to this little button next to the layer button, go to annotation style, bearing on top, line on bottom we'll choose, and hit submit, and it will put a bearing and distance along the lines in the boundary. If the information does not agree with the land survey, then there's something wrong with the original file, or the actual survey boundary is wrong and the land surveyor should be notified to correct the mistake. These boundary lines define an area which can be compiled as spatial information called shapes. Now, to create a shape, it's very easy. The boundary in this case is green. So we could press the Shapes button, press the by color, type in the name site, and then hit submit and snap to a green line, and you'll see the site is colored in a texture, but more important, take a look at the upper right corner. We could see it contains 59.27 acres. Suppose the developer says he bought 60 acres and you see there's just over 59 acres. You found a discrepancy that might need to be solved to be sure you're on a solid foundation to begin the design with. Note also that the site is filled with an attractive texture which is user definable. Shapes are represented by color or texture, and what is demonstrated here are the default ones that are provided with your PPS system. To demonstrate the power of shapes further, I'm going to press Report, then by Snap, and then choose Legal Descriptions and snap to the shape. The legal description then is shown on the screen. It's instantly and it's perfectly accurate. What I just demonstrated might be possible with other systems if you've bought enough expensive and complex add-on packages and pressed many more functions. Now I'm going to change to the centerline layer. And I'm going to enter a street extending from this intersection on the west side of the property. I'll press the geometry button and then traverse and snap to the first point at the center line of the street. PPS patent pending traverse prompt will allow you to enter the data in survey codes that are typical of a coordinate geometry package, or simply by typing in the format you feel more comfortable with. For this example, I'll type in S for south, 88, then E for east, 600 feet, and it draws a line 600 foot. It verifies what I've drawn here on the upper right side, and I've started my center line. We'll continue the discussion of street design on the next video.